Welcome folks. Today we're diving into AWS IAM, your backstage pass to AWS security. Think of IAM as your personal security guard, deciding who gets access to what. IAM gives you the power to set rules, assign roles, and keep your AWS environment safe. We'll break this down so by the end you'll be an IAM pro. Let's get started. I'm Amelia James, a technology expert with 13 plus years of experience designing and delivering human resource management systems that actually work for people. I specialize in building scalable integrated HR platforms that streamline processes, enhance employee experience, and give leadership real-time, actionable insights. Meet IAM users, the people or programs that AWS lets in. Each user has their own permissions, so they don't roam freely like tourists in a museum. You wouldn't hand over your house keys to everyone, right? IAM users help keep AWS organized and secure without using the mighty root account. Let's unpack that further. Imagine a king, the root user, ruling over a castle. He has full control, but letting every knight act as king could cause chaos. That's why IAM users exist, each with assigned permissions, reducing risk. Using root credentials for daily tasks. Big no-no. IAM users keep things structured and secure. Before jumping into AWS IAM, a few key things are needed. First, the sign-in URL, the virtual front door. Then the account ID or alias, the name tag. Username and password, your golden ticket. And if MFA is enabled, it's like a second lock on the door, making things extra secure. Let's kick things off with AWS CLI login. First, installing AWS CLI is like giving your system a secret handshake with AWS. Configure credentials using AWS Configure. Think of it as setting up the VIP access badge. If you're using SSO, AWS SSO login is your golden ticket. And of course, you always want to verify your identity, because let's be honest, nobody wants to be an accidental imposter. Now onto AWS SDK login, the developer's best friend. First, install the right SDK for your programming language. No, your favorite coffee shop menu doesn't count. Set up credentials properly. Think of this as giving your code a set of keys to the kingdom. Use built-in authentication methods for a seamless login, and always run a test, a PI call, because troubleshooting is easier before you break production. Sign-in issues, the unavoidable bump in the road. If you're locked out, expired access keys might be the culprit. IAM permissions can sometimes play gatekeeper, so check those policies. Network failures. Maybe your Wi-Fi decided to take a break. And of course, MFA issues, because forgetting your second factor is the modern-day version of misplacing your house keys. Security first. MFA is like adding a second lock to your door, an extra layer of protection. Using temporary credentials is smart because long-lived keys are basically an open invite to trouble. Rotate IAM credentials often. Think of it as changing your online passwords. Least privilege access keeps things tight. Only give permissions as needed, because nobody wants unnecessary access hanging around. Forgot your password. Happens to the best of us. Head over to IAM, pick the user, and hit the reset button. Simple, right? Make sure to send the new password securely. Carrier pigeon not recommended. And of course, reinforce good security habits. MFA should be a must, and your password policies should be tougher than an unsolved Sudoku puzzle. Managing IAM access is all about balance. Think of it as keeping your office secure without making everyone carry 10 keys. Assign roles wisely, and don't just hand out admin privileges like candy. Keep an eye on access logs. If something looks fishy, it probably is. Revoke extra permissions before they cause trouble, and audit regularly, because security is always a work in progress. That's a wrap. We covered AWS sign-ins, best security practices, troubleshooting, and access management. Remember, IAM security isn't a set and forget deal. It's an ongoing process. Stay vigilant, enforce security, and keep up with new AWS features. Now go forth, manage your IAM users, and may your sign-ins be smooth and error-free. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel For more information, contact us.